Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new chat, another paint and talk, and this time I want to talk about allies in AoS and allies in general. What is for me, I think it's I love it, but at the same time I think it's good and bad, and I will explain this. First of all, I have to say that I like allies in the games. I think I like allies. I like they have bring allies in Age of Sigmar. I think these are great news. Okay, but all these have their own consequences, and we have seen this in as well in Warhammer 40k, where the abuse of allies and the abuse of yeah, there was an abuse of allies and was too open and then was causing other type of issues. So first of all, I think allies are great. The pro for me is that it enables to start a new army to the people. Okay, it enables people to start a new army. If you like something, a miniature that is not from your lineup, for example, in my case, imagine that you're doing some Casaternals and you like fire slayers. You don't need to make a full army of fire slayers. You just have to pick these units that you like it, and you put them on the game, helping your Stormcast Eternals. I don't know exactly how the allies will work in Age of Sigmar yet. I suspect we'll go by alliances, so I guess you can ally some from the same. So if you play Order, you can ally from other armies of Order. But this is just a guess. I don't know. I don't know how open or how close will be the options for allies. So, but I think it's a great idea because it's enabling you to start a new army, or to not to start a new army, just to paint something different. From the hobby point of view, I think it's a great idea because then it's breaking the routine of painting always the same. So you can paint something different and do and break the routine of making always the same type of paint job. Okay, if you're painting a Stonecast, so suddenly you can paint, I don't know, some fire layers, and they are completely different of what you're painting. As well, it adds personality to the armies, right? Because now you have a big, so you have some points that you can choose from a big bunch of units, no? You are not anymore limited to just the units from your army, so this is allowing to have more variety on the armies and let the imagination flow and have really different types of armies. But then we have to talk, well, and of course the allies can be used tactically, and I guess this is mainly what we are going to see in some of the tournaments, that people are using the allies just to minimize the weak points of your army, no? Imagine that you're playing an army that have not any type of shooting, you just ally some units that give some shooting, so you are not anymore in inferiority. Or you can add some sorcerers if your army normally does not have sorcerers. For example, you're doing Bloodbone, but you have the Slaughter Priest, but you can add some sorcerers of Thange, or you can even add some units of Thange with a good shooting, so to compensate some of the weak points of your army. This also, I think, it's positive because it's opening also new options for armies. But the problem of allies, I have seen always in the competitive game, is the abuse. And I really here, I see that it's quite limited. It's only 20% of the points of your army that you can dedicate to allies when you look at the tables. But we're going to see some units that are good. Okay, I think are going to be seen in almost all the armies. So if a unit is outstanding and is very good, we are going to see this unit in all the armies from the same allegiance. And sometimes it is breaking a little bit. It's creating, it's making that some units are going to be out there always, right? So also can make, in 40k at the end was so abused that there were some combinations that were crazy. Hopefully, I expect as is happening now, well, also in uh, the synergies are not going to be that strong that make allies like that are not making allies are not creating a problem in the game. So this is just only my only concern when as a competitive gaming we abuse of the allies and we use it not just to overcome some of the weaknesses of your army, but to abuse and try to find some combos or combinations that were not the purpose of making allies or were not designed for that. So yeah, looking forward, I think overall happy, very happy that there are allies in Age of Sigmar. I guess this was necessary because up to now the allies were not necessary in Age of Sigmar because at the end, especially the beginning, you were able to do the army how you wanted, and there were no consequences. No, why you want to limit yourself only to I don't know Bloodborne, where there was not any consequences of adding other units from Chaos, right? There was not any consequences. When they start adding the alliance abilities is when this going out of your alliance was creating some issues, was creating some was not tactically was not good, and sometimes you prefer to limit yourself to your faction or alliance to avoid to lose some of the benefits, right? So I guess the allies was needed because if you were collecting before the alliances appears and you have quite a wide combination of chaos units, so now all of a sudden your army is in a disadvantage if your army have not a good versus some of the alliances that have very good abilities. So this is what I think is once they are launching alliance abilities for a lot of the different alliances that we have within the big alliances. So is when allies are starting to be important, so that people can still use the full collection that they had before. And I think this is another reason why Games Workshop, in a way, had to launch the alliance, so to avoid that the people have to put some units that they just were using before on the shelf because they don't want to lose the alliance abilities. Okay, so I think, and on top it also opens it's not limiting yourself when you want to purchase, because if there is a new unit, a new nice unit that you like it, you just buy it, and if it's not more than 20% of the army that you're playing, you will be able to put it out there, and you don't need to start a new army just because you like this unit. Okay, so imagine in my case I do Stormcast Eternal, so if I want to add some of the new Caradon guys, then I can just add some small units, or I can add a ship if I play big games without losing the alliance of my Stormcast Eternal. So I think it's great. It's a great initiative. I always like the alliance. I always understand that there is a problem when people is abusing of the alliance abilities or the alliances, and then is making an abuse of that. We have seen that in Warhammer 40k with the armies that where we had quite stupid synergies between different units from different factions of Warhammer 40k. But I think now it's more under control, and having the fact that most of the abilities are just applicable to some of the keywords and not and normally are not too broad, except some very small exceptions. I think alliances are going to be good in Age of Sigmar, and will add a little bit more of variety and make the armies just not to be locked onto your alliance. So that's all what I want to talk. Please leave in the comments below your opinion on about the alliances and the point that they know they will create allies in Age of Sigmar if you play Age of Sigmar. And yeah, what do you think about allies in general in the different games? So that's all for now. And yeah, and just if you're wondering why I'm doing the paint and talk with this guy, this is just I explained what I was doing before, and this is the part I do off camera normally. So you can see that I really make some. I did some work on this guy. So keep tuning my channel if you want to see the tutorial on what I'm doing here and yeah, and how I'm painting this guy. So far I'm really enjoying painting this guy. I'm quite happy how it's looking like, and I hope you like what you see here and you will like the painting tutorial. That's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, looking for your opinions, and see you again later. Bye.